What's up? What's up? It's your boy Ben Franklin, DJ 100 Stacks on the mic all night, every night, doing it just like you like. You already know how I gets down. This is Ben Frank's house every Friday from 3 to 4. Today I'm joined by family. You know what I'm saying? Kiara Burrows in the building. How you feeling, Key?
What's good? What's good?
It's all gravy. It's all gravy. And my main man Nissan's in the building. What's up, Nissan?
What's good, everybody? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. I ain't got no job. Ain't got nothing to do. So I might as well do the show. But you already know how Ben Frank's house goes down. Before we do anything, we play some jams. So I'm going to play something real clean for y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, we back. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties, trying to get these jams off. That's how it goes down when you working with this equipment. But hey, man, let's start the show right, man. What we have going on is the 2016 NBA Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors. Right now, the Golden State Warriors have a 2-1 edge over Cleveland. Cleveland finally getting out of the slump and taking the game at home in Game 3, where LeBron James had 32 points, Kyrie Irving had 30. Kevin Love didn't play because, I guess he left his tampon in and decided not to come on the court. And them light-skinned beige pancake battered colored fellas from Golden State are nowhere to be found in these playoffs. Like, none of the splashing threes that you've seen all through the season and whatnot, all the trickery with the dribble moves and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I guess Cleveland kind of got the remedy for these two, man. Nissan, what you been seeing out there?
I seen it coming the whole time. I knew once Brian and Kyrie actually have that game that I knew they can have. Like, did you see that? What was it? 33 points they beat them by?
Yeah.
And Steph Curry and Clay not responding. They acting all soft and tentative. I seen it coming. When threes ain't falling, what else can you do?
I mean, that is true. The threes are not falling, but I mean, how long do you think it's going to last until those threes do start falling?
I'm hoping that they're not going to start falling until maybe they get back to Golden State, at least. Tie the series up 2-2.
Exactly. Anything in this NBA playoffs is possible, but I mean, I don't really think that the Cleveland Cavaliers have a good chance of coming back in this series if they go down 3-1 like Golden State did versus OKC.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I don't see that happening at all. Like, did you see what happened when Golden State blew them out? How all their souls just looked like they was gone. Like,
I know, bro. They was out there like
they go
puppy
down
dogs.
3-1, yeah, there's no way they're coming back.
Yeah, I don't think that Cleveland really has the mental toughness to go down 3-1 and still try to pull out a series and win 3 straight. Like,
didn't they just win though?
Yeah, they just won. They won 120-90. All right, I got the stat line for you. Bron had 32 points. You know what I'm saying? 11 boards. I gets down 6 assists.
Averaging a triple-double, might as well say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kyrie, he dropped his 30, and he had like 8 assists. So like you said, that combination. But you know who also showed up? That boy J.R. Smith. Shooting like, I think it was 5 for 10 from the 3-point line, giving them 20 points. Tristan Thompson dropped 14 in. And Richard Jefferson, he ain't looked that old coming out there.
That's what I was just finna point out. Like, Richard Jefferson was actually playing tough D on everybody, getting boards and kicking the ball out.
Exactly.
Kevin Love is not that physical. Everybody got to understand that.
Yeah, you see, he got the one shot to the back of the head, and we ain't really seen him since.
Like, come on. Richard Jefferson, like, taking charges with all that, being aggressive. And that's what you need. That's how you get defense going.
So do you think that that Kevin Love is kind of overdoing it, that he like should be playing instead of sitting out, or do you think like the concussion's legit? I
mean, I don't know. That didn't really look too hard of a but basketball players, they are feminine or whatnot.
Maybe he was just embarrassed.
And just embarrassed, that could be a possibility.
Embarrassed? You're not getting paid $90 million to get embarrassed.
It don't matter though. You know how when athletes mess up and they be like, let me fake this injury real quick.
Like when Revis got Moss by Randy Moss with the one hand and he pulled his hamstring.
Okay, see, that's different.
Exactly.
Those are like totally different situations.
Okay.
You messed up. Just go ahead and own it.
But yeah, I mean, I told you, Cleveland stat line. Klay Thompson, if we talking Golden State, he only had 10 points, 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. Steph Curry had 19, 3 for 9 from the 3-point line. Harrison Barnes dropped in 18, and Draymond Green couldn't produce that same, spark that he had in Game 2. Game 2, he had 28 points. Game 3, he only had 6.
And I kind of seen that fallout coming for Draymond. Like he can't keep that little.
Yeah, he's not programmed to average 28 points in the series, but like Golden State is going to need that if they want to win, because their main stars really haven't been the reason why they have those 2 games. It's all because of the role players. Like the bench outscored them 45-10, I believe it was, in game 1, and then game 2 you had Draymond coming out with 28 to get them the league. Like Steph and Clay, the 2 people that's supposed to really be running that show over in Golden State, they just been lacking for some odd reason.
So let me ask you something.
All right, go ahead, shoot, boss man.
You remember when Steph Curry came off the bench against Trailblazers?
Oh yeah, when he was like, I'm back doing all that.
So what if they start Livingston and have Steph coming off the bench? You think some possibility of that can happen?
I doubt I doubt that they would start Sean Livingston over Steph Curry, only because that's Steph Curry. Like the only reason why he was coming off the bench in the first place was because he was hurt. It has nothing to do with production. But I don't think that you take Steph Curry out of the starting lineup, because you have to live with the fact that Steph Curry takes so many shots. Like, you're going to have to live with some nights where the shots just aren't falling. But when the shots do fall, it's yay, yay, hooray for everybody. And, they get to do their little beat on the chest and chant. Because, Golden State talks a lot of trash. They don't get text for it. I noticed that. Like, they talk the most trash, deservedly so, though. They are the best team in the league right now. They did win 73 games. But, they be popping off at the mouth. And, you didn't see that at game 3.
Yeah, of course not. Like, that's what happens when things are going well for you. Like, I think it is rather disrespectful to shoot a 3, then look at me and not even look at the basketball. Like, you already know it's falling in. Like, that's not.
Yeah, Curry do be killing me with that.
That's disrespectful. Like, play basketball.
Okay, so they got the game tonight. Who do you think wins game 4?
Cleveland, without a doubt.
Cleveland, without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'm not.
Like, did you see that atmosphere? Like,
the atmosphere was ludicrous. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Cleveland's hungry for a championship.
Exactly. Like, if they probably don't get Cleveland a championship this year, they might riot. Like,
Cleveland might. I'm not gonna lie. Cleveland, if they don't win this year, they might never win. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cleveland is just not the place to be.
Like, Brown will leave again. Like, if that
you think Brown will leave him again?
Man, they talking Miami.
Hey, LeBron about them chips. You want him to go back to Miami, huh? Don't you?
Hey, man, it'll be nice. He loved greatness in Miami. Like, let's be honest. Like, him, D Wade, and Bosh. Like,
I was shocked when he decided to go back to Cleveland. I wouldn't have gone back after they burned my jersey and all that. Like, forget y'all.
You're not welcome back.
For real.
My point exactly.
Middle finger to all y'all. But I mean, all right. So you think Cleveland's gonna win the series?
Yes, I think they can win them in 7.
So Cleveland in 7. I'm thinking that I'm rooting for Cleveland to win this series too. Don't get it twisted. It would be great for the Golden State Warriors to complete this, historical run, get that 73 wins and get the chip, solidify them as one of the greatest teams in NBA history. But they got to go through the king. And I don't know, man. I like LeBron James. Like, I just don't see him losing another one. Losing 2 and 5 in the finals. I just don't see it from the king. Like, I just think that he can produce more than that. And especially now that he's got help. And I just love how the people like Joel and stuff like that were just clowning, when they went up 2-0 and stuff like that, thinking the series is over. And I had to let them know, like, the series ain't over. Like, didn't you just see Golden State come down from 3-1 in the series before that? You think 2-0 and LeBron James is going? Nah, man. And they going back home. I think they can defend home court and make this a series.
Thank you. I don't understand why people get like, it's 2 homes. Like, go to State, then they got to go to Cleveland.
Exactly. The saying goes, like, the series doesn't get real until somebody drops a game at home.
Thank you.
Well, that's enough the basketball talk for right now. We gonna go to some jams, but before we go to the jams, hey, shout out to Firehouse Subs. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, if you want a good sandwich, they pack the meat. They don't short you like Subway or Publix do. They put it on there for you. You know what I'm saying? They subs be busting, and then I put some honey mustard up on my sandwiches. I like the turkey sandwiches because I don't deal with the swine no more. I'm eating cleaner now and stuff like that. Put a little bit. What I'm going too much into this. Hey, man, Firehouse Subs. You go to on Kennedy. Tell them Ben Frank sent you, and you get a drink for free.
There's one on 62.
All right, well, to the jams. This is Ben Frank's house.
Final I was wasting my time.
Hey, yo, what's up? That is Chance the Rapper, Finish Line. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're back, ready to, rock and roll, since the last time we done chatted it up, hearts are heavy right now. Sad moment, two great, fighters passed away, living legend, well, not living anymore, but legend, Muhammad Ali passed away. Do you guys know how old he was?
74.
Around that age. And that was sad. And Kimbo Slice dying, and Kimbo Slice was only 42. And wow.
Did you know he went to Cookman?
Who? Kimbo Slice?
Yeah.
You think he was beating up people on the Cookman campuses for money and stuff like that? You think he was turning up?
I mean, okay, let me.
Knocking fools out in the name of education?
I heard that he was a student at Cookman.
Hey,
I know he's from Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Miami students at Bethune.
Word. Mm-hmm. Well, if he was for Cookman, shout out to K Slice for getting your education on. But it's crazy, like when people like that pass away and stuff. Because when Muhammad Ali passed away, I really wasn't that shocked. It was like, wow, I guess, that was just his time to go. Because he was already like an aged person, and he'd had Parkinson's disease and stuff like that. So he hasn't, been fully there, for a minute now. So with his passing away, it really wasn't that shocking to me. It was just, sad to see one of the great legends go, one of the best boxers of all time. But the Kimbo Slice one, that one really, like, that hit me because, I don't know, I'm a different person. Like, I think about death a lot. And, because you never know when it's, like, your moment to go. Like, K Slice had no idea that when he woke up that morning, like, that was the last time he was going to wake up in the morning to, do whatever he had to do. So
he wasn't old.
Exactly. He wasn't an old man. He was 42 years old. His health couldn't have been that bad if he was a MMA fighter. Like, they have a strict workout routine and regimen that they follow every day. So, like, I don't really think it was health reasons. But, I mean, then again, you never know until you get all the full details. I just pray to God it wasn't an OD or something like that. Like, I have no clue, like, what killed Kimbo Slice because, like, the media still hasn't brought out any like facts to telling of like why he passed away or anything like that. What did y'all think about the passings of those two?
I mean, rest in peace to the champ. You know, for his name will forever live on.
Exactly.
And like you said, like it was basically his time to go. I mean, he was 74 with Parkinson's. So
yeah, I mean, and Key.
I mean, the Kimbo Slice was kind of sudden. That one kind of caught me off guard. I was like, whoa, that's random.
Mm-hmm.
But Muhammad, I mean, yeah, like when you have, well, once I found out that he had Parkinson's, because I didn't initially know that he had Parkinson's, but once I found out, I was like, dang, I'm surprised that he made it to that age because honestly, a lot of people die a lot sooner with Parkinson's. Yeah, because it's you just can't do anything by yourself anymore.
Exactly. I mean, when you got money, your life expectancy gets a little bit stretched out in those type of situations and stuff like that. And miracles. Exactly. And it's a great thing because he was more than just a boxer. He was an activist in the world at the time where black people weren't really, looked upon so nicely in this great nation. I mean, we still getting, crapped on, in 2016, but, exactly. Yeah. They weren't as all up in your face. Like they weren't sicking the guard dogs on you and water hoses and blowing up your churches and make you sit at the back of the bus. I don't sit at the back of the bus to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like they fought for that right. I'm gonna sit in the front. That's just how I feel. And, Muhammad Ali, he was just a big inspiration because I like how he talked what was on his mind, even if it's not what, it's
unpopular.
Exactly, his unpopular opinion. Like they was about to send that man to Vietnam for the war and stuff like that. I'm not going to Vietnam. Like what I'm fighting for? Like y'all ain't fighting for me here. Why should I fight for y'all over there? Risk my life and stuff like that. I mean, and so that was just crazy. And with Kimbo Slice and all, like, you know, my condolences and like my prayers go out to both of those families, you know, that, you know, experiencing, you know, grief, you know, during these times. And it's just crazy. But on to other news. It crazy. We gonna like totally switch topics. This really like blew my mind when I seen this. I know I had to talk about it. There was this student. He was a former Stanford student. I believe he was on the swim team or something like that. I think he was like about to do the Olympics or something like that. I don't really know all the details, but he had a sexual assault case. He raped intoxicated, unconscious woman and got 6 months in jail for it. 6 months in jail when it's really like at least like 12 years. I believe it was like a sentence like that should be brought out, but he only got 6 months in jail. Like, I know brothers who can jaywalk and get more than 6 months in jail. Like, how do you like rape somebody and you like not only be accused of it but found guilty of it and get only sentenced to 6 months? Like, that just shows you how weak and how the holes in the system that we live in.
It's jacked.
You know,
it's been jacked for a long time.
Exactly. It was built up to be jacked up. All men created equal, except for if you're a Negro, then you need to be on the field, you know, picking my cotton. You know, that's just how they see it, I guess. And I don't. This is just white privilege at its finest to me.
At its finest.
At its
prime.
Like, how do you, if you sell weed and whatnot, you get like 20 years? Like, I've seen that happen before. Like, and this man just raped an innocent female, like, and get nothing.
But not even that she was. I mean, bro, she wasn't conscious.
Like, exactly. Like,
it's ridiculous.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Not only is he getting away with the crime, this fool is sick. Like, who like goes out like sees a chick that's unconscious and intoxicated and be like, yo, I'm trying to smash that, like, shawty bad. Like, who thinks like that?
But this is one of those cases. It's like, you know how normally they'll be like, oh, he was sick, or like we were discussing earlier. This is one of those cases where now you can diagnose him because yes, he really does have a problem. That's an issue. That's nasty. That's borderline necrophilia. Like, she's unconscious. She's low key dead. Like, and you're gonna take advantage of her. That's weak. Like.
Exactly. Like, and I don't like to, you know, always throw like race in this situation, but it's kind of hard not to when you see stuff like
right in your face.
Exactly. Like, when they throw it like right in your face, because I know like ain't no way in hell, like if I rape an intoxicated unconscious chick, there's no way I'm getting 6 months in jail. I know that deep down in my heart.
25.
Out of zero, man.
Like he's not even.
I'm not bullshit.
He's not even going to prison. He probably going Orient Road or something like that. Like,
that's ridiculous.
And when she said Stanford, it was funny though. When she said Stanford, that's when I have heard about this story. That, but when you were first talking about it, I hadn't. But I was like, yo, because I didn't know. I didn't want to take the time out to read the article because I was like, this is probably just some more foolishness that the world has to offer, and I really don't. I just kind of dismissed it. When she brought it up, I had heard about it, and I was like, yo. But a lot of people were really, really aggravated and offended because it's like, bro, like.
Yeah, I'm aggravated too. Cause
not even just black people.
Exactly.
Any other race. Like,
yeah, it's deeper than race. That's one thing that stands out, but it's deeper than that. Like, also, what about that girl and her family? Like, they know that some kid took advantage of her when she was down, and he's only getting 6 months in jail. Like, as a father, I'd be pissed. I also would be ready in 6 months to go be about that action.
Welcome him.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, welcome back to the free world. Now you going to the living of the dead. You know, but like, I don't know. It's crazy because it just shows like what type of system that we live in. We live in a system where you can be a straight buffoon and have no political experience and be able to run for president. You can rape unconscious chicks and only get 6 months in jail if you have a pale skin tone. You can go into churches and shoot up, 12 to 11 people just because, of the color of their skin, and you get a Burger King on your way to jail. Like, but it's just these occurrences, like stuff like this happens over and over and over again, and it's like when is enough going to be enough is what I'm saying. Like, what is going to be that breaking point? When are we going to snap? Like, how far will they be able to go until like something happens?
I think Donald Trump just might be that person to wake everybody up. Like, what if he does get elected president and then people mental mind really like awaken? Like, yo, we need to wake up. Like, we need to do something. We need to do something that betters ourselves. Like, if everybody actually comes together, like,
I mean, unity is always, you know, going to be the key, because that's how, you know, other nationalities came up in, you know, this great America. Like, you know, the Asians and stuff like that. Like, you see in Asians or Middle Easterns, they're always the one running like all the little convenience stores and stuff like that in the neighborhood. Like, they coming together, like they stick together. Like, I know the Chevron over by my crib, it's like you can't even work there if you ain't from the Middle Eastern. Like, every time I come up in there, there's somebody that's Middle Eastern working that register. Like, they keeping it in the family. Like, I see what's going on. Not to saying that they all family, you know, I'm not just going to be condescending or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they're keeping it together. Like, they're using like their nationality, their pride, you know, together to, you know, come up. And I just wish that we would have more of that in the black community. But to be honest, I'm not surprised that it's like that in the black community, because, you know, like, you know, me and Nissan, we've talked about this before. Like, black people, dog, we're cursed. We're cursed, and it's there, you know, plain. Like, if you want to, you know, be real about it, like, you go into the Bible, it tells you like the black people, you know, that are in America, they're the real Hebrews and stuff like that. And if you do your research, you know that the Hebrews had a covenant with God, saying that they would follow his commandments and his statutes. And when they didn't, God cursed his Hebrew people. And if you look at the curses in the Bible, it's in the book of, I want to say, Leviticus. And there's a list of curses in the Bible, and the only people that relate to those curses nowadays are, you know, the black people that live in America. Anybody that was, their ancestors were a part of that transatlantic slave trade, like the where all the slaves were moved from Africa to the Americas and the islands, the Caribbean islands down south. Like, all those people, like, those are Hebrew people, and it says that we're cursed. So it's no surprise to me that we get like such steeper consequences for our actions when, you know, the other people don't.
I mean, that's just what I feel like. That's just what America was built on, though.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And I feel like until that's recognized, then the issues that we have here will never ever really be truly solved. You know what I mean? Like, because if we don't understand the problem and the source of the problem, the root of the problem, where it came from, then how are we gonna fix it? Yeah, you feel me? And I think that's the people are just stuck on
stupid. But we know the problem. It's like the people in a suit and tie. Like, it's obvious. Like, they want us to talk like them, dress like them, act like them. Like, we have our own thing. Like,
they just have to just admit. Really, that's all I want. Mm-hmm. I don't want y'all ain't gonna give me no money. Y'all ain't gonna give me. I just want my respect.
That's something.
Hold on. You get Slider brother a check. You know,
look, I'm trying to make a point.
Get the brothers our reparations back, man. Get some money in our pockets, man. With my 40 acres in the mule.
He should have did better at doing that, helping black people with this struggle. Like, it's crazy.
It's just, I just want my respect.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, this, if you just admit to me, you're like, yes, what we did was wrong, and then move past it, I'm gonna be all right. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't need anything that you have to offer me. Yeah, we can help each other, we can be united, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want them as a whole to just be like, you know what? Just, they got to forget their ways. Because you have you know, people who are racist growing up teaching their children to be racist. You feel me? Like, teaching them things that are not okay.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like they need to admit to themselves and be like, you know what, this isn't right. You feel me? That's all I need.
It's just gonna be a continuation. With
just apologize.
And I just wanted to correct myself. Those curses are in Deuteronomy. It's not Leviticus.
Deuteronomy.
Yeah, Leviticus is where dietary laws and stuff like that. You can find those in Leviticus, but the curses are in Deuteronomy. But back to the system, like. This is just real talk, you know, we just out here chilling. I mean, the system is just flawed. It's set up for the people at the top, you know, because it's not, race is a factor in the flawed system that we have, but it's also, you know, economics and stuff like that. Like, the people on top are thriving right now. You know, like, they don't have to worry about the problems that we do. Like, that top 1%, like, they live in lavish right now. Those are the ones that are making the decisions that, like, go on every day. Shoot, they probably the ones that killed Kimbo Slice while you playing.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? You know the Illuminati's out here sacrificing people, right? You don't believe the Illuminati sacrificing people out here?
No.
That I believe in that crazy stuff.
For a period of time, me and my brother were like, yo, like, this is kind of weird. You feel me? Like at one point in time, I thought they got Michael Jackson. I thought they offed him. I really did.
Yeah.
I was more than positive. I think anybody who stands up for what they believe in for a better cause, you get off. Which sucks because it's like that's what you're supposed to do. But
especially if it's for the betterment of black people.
Or people, period. Just, you feel me? Like, but
if I make it to the top, that's what I'm going with and I'm sticking with. Like, that's ridiculous.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
but
without a doubt.
But you're getting off. Do you feel me? Like,
I got too many brothers and they know people. Fireworks.
And he ain't even got to say nothing else.
I'm saying, like somebody come from the hood and make it to the top, they know how it is. Like,
man, one of us is gonna make it, dog.
Yeah.
One of us is gonna make it. We gonna put the whole city on, dog. Man, one time for the 813.
Hey, I just want to make it. Y'all know we got a geotag on Snap now.
We got a geotag on Snapchat
for Riverview.
Word, all Snap Riverview coming up. Shout out to the view.
Map, y'all.
Oh, we on the map. I didn't know that we had our own little filter, but like,
give y'all a hand clap.
Hey man, we need it, dog. If anybody making fun of you, dog, man, put on for the city.
The view.
Hey, how that Popeye's chicken taste out there?
Dang, we talk about everything today. Speaking of the Popeye's chicken, you know, like when we first got the Popeyes over in Riverview, like that thing was lit. I'm trying to tell you, like traffic
lines
was coming out, and, like lines out into traffic, like people waiting in the streets at traffic, like
it was Dunkin' Donuts. You feel me?
Forget Dunkin' Donuts. They got no Popeyes.
Hey, but just no, I'm saying like because they coffee be on point, and so like in the mornings they lines be like all in traffic, like holding up.
Line for coffee is more ridiculous than line for chicken. I can understand the chicken. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in line for some chicken.
Yo, the Dunkin' Donuts on Bloomingdale, bruh.
Oh yeah, Riverview's coming up in the world. Best believe, and we getting a Taco Bell right next to our McDonald's.
Yo, I've been praying for this, y'all. I've been praying. All we need is a Chick-fil-A, and I ain't never gonna leave. I promise.
I got all that right down the road from me.
I understand that. I understand that y'all Tampa Negroes be lit.
No need to be boastful.
Gyros, real gyros.
Oh, so we ain't got the real gyros.
No, y'all don't got the real gyros, man. It's a copy. It ain't the same.
My sister was saying the same thing. She was like, the grease ain't even sat in the fry that long enough for it to be a real gyro.
That's how you know. That's how you know you some black people made it. That's how you know they get down.
I bet they be reusing the oil and whatnot. You know how black people get down. They use it till it's black.
and they still be busting.
That's why
chicken be tasting like fish. Fish
that's
be
why
tasting
black
like
people
chicken.
Health is the way it is.
Hey man, it's all going down the same place.
All you gotta do is, you know what I'm saying, exercise. You know, you can eat a bit meal, but as long as you exercise throughout the week.
Yeah, exactly, bruh. Chad Johnson, aka Chad Ochocinco, used to eat hotcakes from McDonald's before practice, but it's okay because his athletic regimen was just ridiculous. What he did to
but not everybody is Chad Ochocinco. Ain't nobody. Not everybody is in the NFL.
Okay,
I mean, like with me, I only like throughout season I used to drink like juice and soda and all that, and I didn't care. I was still athletic enough to do everything. The only thing that would happen, I cramp up, you know, here and there.
That fools would cramp up all the time. That used to be so annoying.
Like drink your water.
Just drink water. Man, it's not that hard, dog.
It ain't that good taste like fruit punch and Sprite.
Man, ain't nothing better than a cold glass of ice water.
You feel me? When I was at softball practice, bro, after like in between breaks, when he'd be like break, I would be sprinting, bro. Like sprinting to the
that's without a doubt, because that's at practice. All they got is water. We be thirsty. It be hot too. And we in Florida,
and it always seemed like there ain't nothing better in the world when you drinking that water. You just, thank you. This water's so good, but like no, but y'all gotta think about like long term. Like it's not affecting you now. But when you go to the doctor and your arteries looking kind of crazy, you can't blame nobody but you because you wasn't eating right.
This is true. I mean, that's just how it goes down. Is there any like stuff that y'all seen throughout this week that's going on that really caught y'all attention?
This weather.
Yeah, that's Florida weather for you. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't there supposed to be like a tropical storm coming through or something like that?
Was it Zika?
I don't know. I don't be keeping up. Florida, when it comes to hurricanes in Florida, is like really not that big of a deal. It hasn't been that big of a deal for a long time now.
Like
it is when you have to get up or be to work at 8:00 in the morning.
Oh yeah, and them streets was flooded.
When I was driving down, what was it? Providence.
Yeah.
Bro, like by the little cemetery.
Yeah.
Bro, I was driving down there. Literally, the whole road was flooded. Like you couldn't see the street. Like the paint on the.
What if the water got into like the caskets and stuff like that, and bodies start floating out and whatnot?
Well, first of all, if your body coming out your casket, you need to get with your family.
Nah, man. Hey, water's a powerful thing. It can do that, dog.
You're right, but I mean, like this is 2016. Caskets should be made to withstand
This is true. Can hold a little
you
bit of
know
rain.
weather like that. But it was just crazy. Like literally, like I opened my car door and the water was like at the like just right above my tires. I'm like, yo, what is this?
If you ask me, I love the rain because when it rains, that means that business ain't gonna be booming at Bell's Outlet. So I just be chilling while I'm working. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be surprised how many people still go to the doctor.
You crazy.
When it's pouring rain.
Bro, like you would be surprised how many people was walking in Firehouse. Like, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. The days you want people to come in here, nobody come in here, but when a storm and coming all this is flooding on Kennedy, y'all just walking in.
You want a sandwich that bad?
Hey, but you know what? It's food though. I've risked my life for some food a
That's
couple
a
of
shame.
times. It is what
That's
it
a
is.
shame.
It's a sandwich too. You can't make a sandwich at your own crib.
Not a Firehouse sandwich.
Hey man, that's true. Hey, shout out to Firehouse, the one on West Kennedy. You know, shout out to my boy Mike Riley running the whole thing. Shout out to my boy Nissan.
Hey.
Shout out to my boy Nissan in the back. He be making them sandwiches. Hey man, like I said, you go there, tell him Ben Frank sent you, you get a free drink, and that's on me. No ice on it because they be packing it. Trust me, believe it. It's already cold. You don't even need the ice.
Hi, Mike.
I said I do my thing.
Be whipping.
I'm telling you,
I heard you be coming late though.
man.
Nissan be late everywhere, bro. Oh my God. Nissan,
hey.
since we know you, bro, what's going on?
I be on time.
It's
man.
like CPT is in your genes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ingrained in you. Like you can't come on time. I don't know.
can't come on time.
You
I mean,
he
I'm
shocked
not
us a few
sure.
times.
Yeah, I mean,
there was
Shout
twice.
who? I wasn't there.
Twice.
I
I don't think you were there for both of the times he showed up on time
Exactly.
either. No. The first time was when we was at Kayla's house.
Which time? You know how many times we went to Kayla's house?
I remember.
I remember.
And them girls started tripping.
Yeah,
Straight tripping.
when them white girls was tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Who white girls?
Oh,
Key, see, you Key drunk. You know, her memory gone. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but that's because every time we was at Kayla's house, I ended up inebriated.
Exactly. I mean, that's just how you telling. Remember New Year's Eve, boy? It was lit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I felt like a zombie. I was gone.
Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't never throw up so hard in my life, dog. It felt like God reached down into my stomach and wringed out my stomach like a rag, dog.
Why was I? Tell me why. I was so hungover. Like I was like, yo, I feel so disgusting. I got home right because I didn't get home till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Shoot, I ain't go home till the next day.
And Kayla, no, my mom was like, oh, we gotta go grocery shopping. So I'm looking at her like, who's gonna go grocery shopping? It's not me. You better ask Chaz, ask somebody because and she looked at me. She just gave me that look, you know, that black mama look.
Yeah.
I know.
Get you in the car.
Hey man, shout out to all the black mamas out there. Mama, I love you. Aretha Franklin, you know I love you. It's Ben Frank's house. That's how we get down.
Mama.
I was so sad. And then Adrian, that was the time that Adrian was working at Winn-Dixie.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw me in there, he was laughing. Because I was wearing the same outfit, but I was so tired. Like,
Abraham worked at Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, bruh.
they
When
both
Dixie
did.
used to be lit, dog. You know that one of the dudes that worked at When Dixie did crack on our lunch break. Like, bruh. So, like, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? He the only black person other than me that works at When Dixie. So you know how black people get down when they a bunch of white people. You know they connect. You know what I'm saying, stick together. You know how that goes down. So I'm like, hey, yo, man. You know, lunchtime. You know, you wanna link up? We can chill. You know, do all that. He was like, yeah, for sure, man. I gotta go to 7-Eleven anyways. I was like, I bet. You know how 7-Eleven is right there in the plaza. No,
Yeah.
this fool goes to the 7-Eleven on 41. He was like, stay in the car for a minute. I was like, all right. That man went to the register, got his crack, went to the bathroom, did however you ingest crack in the bathroom, and then came back like it was all right. Like,
wait. So did you see?
he told me he was going to do some crack before we got there.
Or was he joking?
Yeah.
He was not joking. He did crack. I know what I saw.
Like, did he
I'm
come
not
out
stupid.
screaming?
All y'all managers need to be fired.
I mean,
Everybody at Winn-Dixie needs to be
he
fired.
wasn't like Samuel L. Jackson in the sewers crackhead. He was a functional crackhead. You know how like Tommy Davidson was on In Living Color? Like he was a crackhead and he still, you know, made great TV.
That's a
you know,
hell
he
of a
was
drug.
exactly. But I can't do crack. Like I've already done weed. Like I know what weed does to me. I can't do crack. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. But this man did it in our lunch break. Like it was so casual. Needless to say, that was the last time I ever hung out with him again. Like it was a
I
wrap
would
after
hope
that.
so. But he did crack.
He did crack.
And you rode in the car with him after.
How else was I supposed to get back to work? It was
I
only
would've
lunch
walked.
break. From 41? Nah, you better take me back to my job, Playboy.
You might not make it.
We gonna make it. You don't know my guy. We gonna make it.
Oh, man.
But this gonna be the last time
You're
we
right.
chilling.
Oh man.
They crack on the lunch break. Hey man, that's how it gets down at Ben Frank's house, man. We just finna play some jams and ride out, man. You know what I'm saying? Kiara, Nissan, thank y'all for coming through, man. It's always love at Ben Frank's house, man.
Always,
No problem.
Always, man. What is music? What y'all want to listen to? Hold on, let me talk to the lady.
I don't think.
Kiara, what you want to listen to?
that's-
Kiara, what you want to listen to?
Don't ask me that.
All right.
I'm the
All
last
right, good,
person.
because I wasn't finna listen to you anyways.
Oh
I
my
play
god.
music.
Y'all see how you do me? Look, this young out disrespectful.
Ben Frank's house, we out!